I'm a firm believer in supporting employees when they attend a training session, and just as importantly, after they've attended the session. So I support them when they're in the program learning, as well as after when they're applying what they've learned. And because of that, I think about the types of materials that I provide for them, and I design different things for different stages of that learning and application process. So when they're in the training program, I have a participant workbook, and I treat that kind of as a throwaway, something that they're going to use in the program, take notes. If it's an online program, or even if it's in person, it has instructions about different activities, reflective questions, that type of thing. So that's what they use in the program and probably aren't going to look at it afterwards. The other three types of documents that I create or reference, two of them I might also use in the program, but I also would use them afterwards. So that would be a quick reference and a job aid. And I make the distinction between the two, as a quick reference is kind of a summary of the key concepts that are covered in the training program, and that somebody's going to want to refer to afterwards. So because their workbook, they're just throwing it away, the quick reference is 1, maybe 2 pages of the core concepts covered in the program. It often is built out of a reference manual that might exist, or a standard operating procedure, which is the 4th document. And I usually don't create those often exist. So if you have a technology or a system or an application, there's probably a big long reference manual with lots of screenshots, and it's many, many pages. I know those are important, but I don't feel like they necessarily support employees in the moment in their job. And so the quick reference is a blend between what's covered in the course and is a summary of what might be in that reference manual, if that exists. So that it's content focused, versus a job aid, which in my mind is a step-by-step how-to guide. So for example, if I work at a financial institution and I'm going to create a new account for somebody, there are certain steps that I need to follow in order to do that in that application. So a job aid walks me through, first do this, then do this, then do that. And I would use both the quick reference and the job aid in the training program, because I want them to learn about and become familiar with them in the training, so that when they go to their job, they're comfortable with them and they know they exist, they can pick them up and they can use them. So 4 different types of participant materials, 3 that I create, 1 that I don't, but I look for if it exists, and I use them in different ways in the training and outside of the training. Thanks for listening.